Alright, so here we are, a real-time driving experience with the Volvo. Fucking seatbelt's too tight. Starts up, no problem. Too fat. There we go. So let's see if the camera stays in place. But something I've continued doing since the original owner has done it, and technically by the book I hear you're supposed to do this, but when I put it in park, and I'm done driving it, I put it in park, obviously, but I also engaged the parking brake. I don't know why. I don't know why you're supposed to. I mean, I hear it's less stress on something. I have no idea. But I've just continued doing it since the original owner has done it. But drivability, I mean, people are like, oh, they're slow, you're going to have a hard time getting up in traffic. It's like, it's not bad. I don't have any issues. I'm not saying it's a fucking, 300 horsepower Pontiac Ventura, but, I mean, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I like it. Brakes easy. The only thing I don't like is, and I don't know if this is because of age or the pump itself, but I feel like the power steering, like the steering itself, is a little tight for what this car is. I mean, for fuck's sake, the van weighs over 5,000 pounds, and I can steer that with my pinky. I can with this, but it just takes a little bit more effort. I don't know, just things to think about. Another thing being the seat belts are really weird, and I didn't go over this in my previous video, but when you put a seat belt on in a normal vehicle, most of the belt is coming from up top. So if it's, stuck or something, you'll try and feed it back in and jiggle with it that way. Not with the Volvo. Most of the belt is coming from the bottom. It's really, really weird. Just one of the weirdities that is the Volvo. Like almost none of the belt comes from the top. Most of it just comes from the bottom. It's very weird. And I'm still getting used to it. And for something with 369,000 miles, it's quiet. No rattles, shakes, nothing. It's fucking smooth. I mean, Christ. I mean, yeah, the occasional, buzzing of something, very, very hint. But I mean, it's fucking from 89, so I'm not killing myself over it. But that's really surprising, because you can upkeep the shocks, the whole suspension system, you can upkeep everything, right? And 370,000 miles, you're going to have to upkeep certain little things over time that you wouldn't with a normal car. I mean, for God's sake, they replaced the dipstick in this thing because it broke. They had to order the part from Sweden. It's insane. But what shocks me is that, and I keep saying this, the plastic interior is god-awful. It's the worst. Some of the worst interior I've ever seen. I mean, I think the only thing that beats it is a late 90s Mercury Tracer. Or fucking any late 90s, early 2000s Chrysler product for that matter. But this interior, quality-wise, is bad. The plastic is just crap. So you would think, after over 25 years, you would hear creaks, squeaks and, you know, you would hear it. But I don't. I don't hear anything. No interior movement at all. I mean, yeah, we have cracks here and there, but it's not making noise. And I don't get it. It's too good. And all this car does is surprise me. I'm going to test the antenna, see if it actually goes down. Oh, look at that. It does. Oh, that's cool. That is neat. I've had 4 vehicles. This is the second one with an actual antenna. The Camaro had one I had to put on. The Pontiac's was built into the windshield. The Van's is cut off. And this actually has one. It's nice. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention in my previous video is that this does have a sunroof. But the dealership told the original owner, don't open it. Because when you open them and use them even infrequently, like if you just use it occasionally, that it kills the seals and it's gonna leak like fucking hell. So, I'm not touching it. And I hope Michelle doesn't touch it either. Oh, man. The only thing that scares me with this vehicle is the fuel gauge, because I was told by numerous people that it can be very inaccurate. I haven't noticed it being inaccurate yet, but we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to just play it safe and fill it up at the halfway mark. Oh, boy! Am I in for a treat? What just pulled in front of us? Holy! It's a 3rd gen Econoline Shorty, and it's got bubble windows. It's not a Vanner. The guy doesn't seem like one. But, man, is it cool to look at. And I'm not risking grabbing the phone right now to change the camera angle. God damn. That is cool. It's got some type of weird top. I don't know. Not a high top or anything like that, but it's got some type of vent up top here where my dome is. Oh, it's cool though, man. That shit, that is neat. Just want a Shorty so bad. Oh man, that is cool. A little bit of rusty browns, but hey, fuck. I ain't care. That is neat. The only thing I've noticed, and I'm not sure this is just how this transmission is or if it's slipping or anything. I haven't checked any of the fluid levels, which I should have done. But I notice it can be kind of, not slippy, but is the word jumpy? From first to second. But nothing, I've definitely seen worse, so I think it's pretty normal. Oh, man. That is fucking cool. And I have a green light. Something is weird that I've noticed is that when I do put the air conditioning on, it takes like a second or so to kick in, and then it makes like a weird like hissing noise, like really weird, like as if you're literally turning a knob on like a propane tank. It's odd. And it doesn't happen all the time, but a lot of the time it does. At least I don't notice it all the time. One issue the car does have, though, that I will tend to in short time, hopefully, is that occasionally when you start it, the directionals won't work. Like you press it down, nothing comes up here. Obviously, the lights aren't working. Just they don't function at all. And the previous owner has said, all I have to do is shut the car off, wait a couple seconds, turn it back on, and hope for the best. And he's not wrong, because every time I've had the issue, that's what I've done. But I'm at the point where I just turn it on accessories mode or auxiliary mode, whatever the fuck it is. Just test them, and if they work, then I start it. But it's weird. So it must be something linked to the starter or something. I don't know. Don't know dick about wiring. But yeah, like even just going around that turn, it's not even that it's rough, like where I could easily say like, okay, there's a power steering problem. It feels naturally just more difficult than what I'm used to. So I don't know. But I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'll check the power steering fluid, of course, but I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, that was a little 10-mile trip. I think that was 10 miles. I don't know. But yeah, it's a neat little car. I can't complain too much for what I paid. Only $900. Ooh, there's a bonus feature. I didn't even realize. Oh, come on. The back seat had this. I think that's access to the trunk. Holy hell. I haven't seen that since... Oh, man. I think my mother's old Altima from the 90s, like 20 years ago or some shit. But here we are. Until next time.